Hello, everybody. It's Rick. It is Friday the 13th, April 13th, 2018. If you'd like to reach me to inquire about sending me a gift, which is going to require trust on your end, because you're the one that needs help, and I'm the one that can help you. Okay, my email is rick, R-I-C-K, 0327 at me.com. I apologize for the noise in the background. It's my neighbor downstairs with the garage door. Um, the way I received the gift is by Western Union. All right. And I understand that a lot of you guys are paranoid. Well, how do I know I'm going to get the paperwork? Well, you're going to get your paperwork. If I'm gonna con people, I'm going to do it for a lot more than I'm asking. Okay. All right. Um, and quite frankly, you got nothing to lose, really. I know people have been ripped off for $2,000 trying to get off child support. I know people have been ripped off for $1,000 trying to get off child support. And I know the person that did it. Okay, and I'm nowhere in this guy's ballpark. All right, I'm in the ballpark where I take the time, I do videos where I present slides and I educate you guys in breaking down the law, and then I do videos in my car, which is like a video commentary where, it's basically a conversation between myself and you guys, and, taking my stories and, what I know, and then, what I've heard from my subscribers, and I break it down to you guys so you can identify what's going on, so you don't feel alone. That the feelings that you have, that you're going through, and the things that are going through your mind, that you maybe can, see that a person like myself, that I felt them too. Okay. And I also have these anecdotal stories. So that's why some of my videos are long-winded, as one knucklehead put it. He thought he was giving me a compliment. He thought I was a con man, a long-winded con man. Oh boy. I'm no con man. All right. We're gonna had a dismissal in the Bronx. Okay? In New York. So this con man helped somebody get a dismissal in the Bronx. All right. I'm I'm the last person that'll con anybody. Okay, so you just have to trust me, guys. All right, you have nothing to lose. You have only, you have, yeah, you do have something to lose. The money they take it from you every month. Todd don't have to worry about it anymore. This guy Todd, it's funny. He lives 2 miles from me, and he lives a block or two away from where my grandmother used to live. So it's like a synchronicity type thing. Okay, so let me show you. Now this is I cut and copied the email because he's got personal stuff on there, and I'm not going to give it out. Okay, I sent for the paperwork from you late, considering the case was just 5 days away. I handpicked the paperwork for him to send. I sent it to him, and I just told him to remove the word objection, because in New York City we're having a hard time. Obviously, they know who I am. Um, I think a lot of people know who I am now. I got a strange email yesterday from somebody wanting me to call him, and a clerk for the judge told him to look at my YouTube page and that I can help him. a, a clerk that works for a judge told him to reach out to me. I don't know how legit that is, but you know, that means that they're watching me. And obviously, I'm doing the right thing. I'm giving you guys good information, and my paperwork is very, very strong, because they're pulling out all kinds of tricks. So one of the tricks that they're doing here in New York City is they have these rules, these court rules in family court, that you're not allowed to object until after the support magistrate issues a judgment. Well, first of all, that's unlawful. You're allowed to object immediately. As soon as you are notified that you're supposed to appear somewhere, you have every right to file an objection demanding to view the evidence. You have every right to demand discovery. That's what we're doing. These objections demanding evidence is discovery evidence. You have every right to see the discovery evidence. And they're obstructing that. All right? There's a reason for that. Because family court is an inferior court. It's a court of limited jurisdiction. And what I'm telling you are words that are from case law, Court of Appeals, New York State Court of Appeals case law, okay, that I'm giving you guys. So it's not me making this up. All right, I'm not going to take the time and show it to you, but trust me, I'm right. I spent a lot of time in family court, over 20 appearances, okay? I know what I'm talking about. And what it is they're called, they're courts not of record, and if you don't object, the case stands. That makes all the sense in the world. Think about it. Support magistrate issues an order, and then you have to object. So they want to do it that way because let's just say it's going to work honestly. Let's just say you file an objection after the judgment is issued, and they take their sweet time getting back to you. They'll take 2 to 3 months sometimes to get back to an objection. Okay, that is done purposely because that's 2 or 3 months of money they're taking from you. So let's just say it's going to work legit, and they're going to say, yeah, your objection, case is dismissed, reversed, whatever. They still got 2, 3, or 4 months of payments from you. That's 2, 3, 4 months of federal funds they're going to get from the federal government. All right, they don't get that money back. Okay, this Title 4D money, that's free money. That money comes from you, your Social Security money. Okay, all the people out there have no idea their Social Security benefits are being pillaged. All right. So anyway, I told Todd, just remove. And that just goes for anybody in New York, New York State. When you get my paperwork, you got to remove the words objection and just make it a motion. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do because they're watching my channel, but so what they're doing is they're obstructing the right to object before going to court. So what I did was I had Todd remove anything that says objection. So he filed. Well, let me just finish this. You know me, I go on my tangents. I apologize, guys. Despite the setback, he sent it in late. Despite this drawback, the fake-ass judge made note she received my notices to the court. She gave some BS excuse why she could not continue, but she did say she has no authority, she cannot give legal advice, and the case is dismissed. Okay? And what happened here with Todd was Todd offered his ex $20,000. Then he offered her $10,000, and she said no. And he walked out of there with a case dismissed. Okay? So this is another guy who is facing over $20,000 in arrears, and he's paying nothing. He's paying ugats, as we say in Italian. Okay, so good case. All right. So this is the email over here. It's got personal stuff on it. I don't want to show it because it's got his last name on it, but it's a legit. And I got the orders here that are stamped. You can see clearly it's stamped in Bronx City Family Court. Okay. A second here. All right. So, what did he file? All right. So I always tell you guys to file paperwork before going to court. I have an email I send you guys when you get the paperwork. Affidavits filed before going to court. So one of them is notice to the court, change of venue, court of record, to proceed by common law as required by the law of the land. Stamped April 9th, 2018. Okay, then he filed notice of motion. It used to be an objection, demanding trial by jury. Judgment appears. Okay, then I threw in there 45 CFR 303.101 subsection C, subsection 2 is a safeguard that all support proceedings must proceed in accordance with due process. Well, due process requires a trial by jury. Now, look, this is a new wrinkle I just added to this paper. I just added this 2 weeks ago. Failure to provide trial by jury is a deprivation of rights under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. All right? Who knows? Maybe that's what helped. All I can tell you is this support magistrate didn't want anything to do with the paperwork. Okay? For them to say they had no authority, it is a nice victory. Very nice victory. Okay? Notice the court affidavit for indigence. Okay? Before you could be held in contempt, they're supposed to give you a hearing of indigence to see if you have the ability to pay. You cannot be held in contempt if you're a poor person. And they're doing it to a lot of people. A lot of people just financially cannot make their payments, and they're getting destroyed by these animals, these cretins. Okay, so I added this to the arsenal. So you're going to file it right away. Okay? I also added one to indigence for court fees. Okay? Notice a court objection. They took it, I guess. Same thing. You file all together. Demand proof of a valid court order to prove contempt of court. Okay? Objection. Special appearance, non-assumpsit. Because he's objecting to the proceedings. All right? Non-assumpsit requires evidence of a court agreement, an obligation agreement. Okay? I did a video on that. And lastly, I did the change of venue. Okay, so this is the paperwork that he filed, and he had it dismissed. Okay? And he's a very happy man. He's laughing. He's going to send flowers for not taking the money. So Todd is a happy guy. And I'm a happy guy. All right? So just wanted to share this quick video with you guys. Okay? Give you guys hope. I'm telling you that it can be done. All right? Just got to file the right paperwork. I have the right paperwork. All right? We can't make any guarantees. I don't make any guarantees. The one guarantee I can make you is if you send me money, you will get your paperwork. It's a 100% guarantee. I don't play any games. I'm as honest as they come. All right? I did a video over the summer. There was one guy who was bad-mouthing me. Because I don't do that. I don't bad-mouth other channels. If somebody bad-mouths me, I'll say something back to them. But this guy was, making these little snide remarks about me. And it also turned out that I helped several people that he ripped off. Okay? And what he did was he would take a lot of money and provide little. And then you couldn't communicate with him unless you gave him more money. All right? That's not good. And I'm not saying his name because he's kind of off the radar these days. But I exposed him because he was bad-mouthing me, but also I got tired of getting emails from people. It's bad enough to be victimized by the courts, and then you got to be victimized by a YouTuber, okay? And then it makes things difficult for somebody like myself. Listen, I can get a lot more from my paperwork. I know I can, but I don't want to because I cannot help anybody. People are financially hurting, okay? So I'm not gonna bang people out, but I also want you to realize, I understand that, it may be tough for some of you guys to send the money first without having the paperwork, but I have no other choice, guys. I used to do PayPal, and I got tired of being ripped off. I had a number of people send me the money. I gave them the paperwork, and once they get the paperwork from me, I can't get it back. and then they put in a claim with PayPal. And PayPal, they're horrible. They just give the money right back, and then I'm out the money. All right, it's not. I'm not going to be poor, but you violated. I'm violated. I didn't do anything wrong. I kept my end of the bargain. You send me the money, and I sent you the paperwork. Okay. I had one guy. He gave me the money, and as I'm sending him the email, and as he's getting them, he's telling PayPal that somebody stole his identity. Like literally, as soon as he got all my paperwork, I got the email from PayPal. So it was like it was a planned out thing. So I think I'm doing the right thing here. I give you guys good videos, providing good information. I give you slides, all right, and then I provide a good gift after you send me a gift, okay? And I think it's a good deal. Just the information alone. And you get a lot. I mean, I provide over 40 affidavits for many different scenarios, all right? And a guy like Todd here, all right, he got it in late. I got news for you. If he didn't file his paperwork, he wasn't walking out of there with a dismissal, guys. It doesn't happen, okay? It doesn't happen. But the last few people that have gotten dismissals from me are the ones who filed paperwork before going to court. Okay? So, if you have an upcoming court appearance, you might want to reach out to me. If not, I understand. Again, I don't do videos where you see me hawking my paperwork. Most of the time, it's just me, giving you guys information, shooting the shit with you, and basically telling you stories so that you know that what's happening to you is sadly normal, okay? You're being exploited, okay? But you're going to have to, one thing I tell you guys all the time, you have to learn. You have to learn your rights. If you don't learn your rights, they're going to destroy you. Real quickly, you have to understand that you got to look for the tricks that they pull. And one of the famous tricks they pull is when you cite the Constitution, or you cite Supreme Court, a federal opinion. They give you the old, well, federal rules and laws don't count in state courts. That is absolute BS. Okay, it's absolute BS. Okay, the Supreme Court, in the case Howlett versus Rose, HOWLETT versus Rose, ROSE. Write it down, look it up. It says the federal rules apply in the courts, and it's quite simple for this reason. Courts and judges are bound by the law of the land. The law of the land is the Constitution. The Supremacy Clause is Article 6, Section 2, and that's the reasoning behind the Supreme Court's decision, saying that being that the courts are bound by the Supremacy Clause, all federal rules and decisions apply in state courts. Okay? All right, that way you have it ready. That way if they pull that nonsense with you, okay, what they're doing is they're testing you. And you're going to say, objection, Supreme Court says federal rules and laws apply in state courts, blah, 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 blah. Howlett versus Rose, and that's it. All right, guys, so I'm going to end it there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you guys later.